Mass adoption of crypto might seem like it's going slow, but I'm going to be outlining in this video how Hedera is truly embracing a massive opportunity to bring mass adoption into the Web3 space. And it is a very unique way, and most people are probably just completely oblivious to it. So welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. If we take a quick look at a post that I made the other day, and I did include this in a recent video, I talked about how all it really takes is one. All it takes is one major innovation where crypto is solving the underlying problem, or at least making things better. If you can make any process better, if you can fix a pain point, that is all it really takes. And I gave a few examples here, like for an example, like what social media was to just users. It was a cool thing. It was a cool thing to early users of the internet. It provided something of use. And from that point on, the internet just boomed. Now, as we do really kind of think about that, how can mass adoption really become a reality? Is it just going to be through gaming? Is it going to be through social media? What is going to be the end goal? Well, as we really kind of focus on Hedera, they are starting to build the foundation of mass adoption, more so how we finally get there. But we do need a few things in place before we finally say like, all right, that's it. Now we need to target mass adoption. For an example, in this announcement from May 6th, where the HBAR Foundation announced that Stacks, Moonriver, and Ironfish united to fast track Web3 interoperability. And even within this announcement, if we actually scroll down, we can see that this is still fully focused on mass adoption. Interoperability is a foundational piece to Web3's mass adoption because it optimizes the UX for everyone from dApp developers to end users. Our collective goal is to make all the benefits of DLT accessible to billions. Axeler and interchain amplifiers multi-chain reach will be the key, both in progressing the Hedera's ecosystem institutional DeFi strategy and connecting the network speed, scalability, and low fixed fees to institutions, creators, and consumers around the world. Now, although yes, interoperability is great for achieving mass adoption, we still have a lot of hiccups under the wraps of crypto that we need to solve. For example, over here we have the big announcement from January 11th of this year, where Hedera and Algorand ecosystems joined forces to form DREC Alliance, enabling mass market decentralized recovery. And I'm sure that you guys are all aware that recently there was a big expansion of this. But remember that this is around recovery, because as we focus on the retail sector, they're coming into crypto with basically zero knowledge of how these things work. And a lot of them, and I'm not trying to be rude here, but a lot of them are technologically illiterate. They don't know how technology really works under the guise of the typical scheme. More so, they don't understand how the internet works. They don't get the HTTP stuff. They just know that if they open Google and they type in a certain thing, that they will be taken to that website. So as we think about crypto and as we think about money being tied to crypto, we have to look at losing money. Because if somebody has $100,000, for an example, on a wallet and they forget their passphrase, guess what? That person is done with crypto. They're never touching it again. So as we think about some tools that need to be in place, something like this mass market decentralized recovery tool, this is exactly what we need. This is what we are looking for. And there's not a lot of companies in this space that are actually trying to build out and solve a lot of these pain points. UI is obviously a big thing as well, but this is something that is needed. And Hedera is right there along the way on every single one of these innovations. Interoperability, recovery, and the last main thing is finding solutions. Finding something that's cool, something that is solving a problem, a pain point. That's what we need. Now, Hedera is working with some very prominent names. For example, we're excited to support Metaverse Me and Third Web to turbocharge Web3 gaming on the Hedera EVM for teams building on Unity Engine. This begins with Me, Gamer ID, a single sign-on account that seamlessly integrates with the Hedera EVM to offer a gasless wallet experience. Me Gamer ID addresses current challenges within the Hedera ecosystem for gaming, including friction around NFT association and wallet creation. Further, Metaverse Me's custom NFT minting solution makes it financially viable for free-to-play games to deploy on the Hedera network. Leveraging the Power Third Web SDK, this new development framework works for any Unity engine powered games, allowing them to be built on the Hedera EVM network to enable seamless Hedera EVM account interoperability, in-game digital asset and account interoperability, plug and play for devs to bring their game to the Hedera EVM, highly scalable games on the Hedera EVM as well. Now, this is anticipated to open for developers in Q4. I'm very excited about this. Alongside the launch of Metaverse Me's Kickoff Evolution, a 5v5 football game leveraging digital assets secured on the Hedera EVM. So again, this is a gaming project. It's a gamer-focused project, essentially. And if we really think about this, again, I outlined this over here with Grand Theft Auto 6. I said, for an example, this is going to be one of the largest games out there. Imagine if they had the play to earn feature in it using blockchain. All it takes is one. If one of these games are a big success, and so far, if we really kind of look at this project, this is a quick 1 minute and 21 second long video clip. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. But if we look at the graphics behind this, if we look at the games around the Web3 space, it feels as though there are some prominent names now starting to rise up to the occasion, because for the longest time, a lot of these Web3 games, let's just be honest, guys, they're terrible. They're garbage cash grabs. They want to get people in. They want to, take profits off of them. And it's just around cash grabs. So if we think about stuff like this, where the graphics are pretty solid, the entire experience is very fluid. It's not, choppy. The graphics aren't garbage. It's a very solid game that people would want to play. All of a sudden, we can onboard, 100,000 users, 1 million users, 10 million users, the next 100 million users, and this can quickly blossom if the application, if the project is actually solid. So as we really think about some of this, right? There could be specific projects that could, bring in the next 1 billion users. For an example, if you guys have been around gaming, or if you guys are, into gaming, Fortnite. Nobody thought Fortnite was going to be as big as it is, and now today it is one of the largest games out there. That's how quick these things happen. Now, outside of this, other applications and other use cases, like, for example, Tun FM, could also be a major driver of mass adoption. Hedera-based music platform attracts $50 million commitment. Tun FM has received an incredible capital commitment to the tune of some $50 million from Global Emerging Markets Group, per a report from CoinDesk. It is a Web3 music streaming platform built using the Hedera blockchain. Back in January of 2024, the platform announced a $20 million raise from LDA Capital, so already sitting at about $70 million. The new capital will be put to use, increasing the platform's usership, whilst also contributing to new marketing, product, and development initiatives and promoting its native Jam token. Tun.fm will soon launch a desktop application for Mac and Windows to complement our mobile apps in the Apple App Store and also Google Play Store. Very exciting stuff. Now, why is Tun FM a big deal? But if we go over to their website, we have Start Discovering. When the music gets played, the artist gets paid. The music industry is cutthroat. A lot of these platforms, like, for example, Spotify, all right, they are taking such a significant percentage away from artists. And unless you are a top artist, you're not getting paid all that much. You're getting just completely thrown to the side. So now we have a decentralized music streaming platform and music collectibles marketplace that is launching on Hedera. And this is where you see instant royalties being achieved for musicians and artists, song promotion, collectible minting as well, fans, listeners, play to earn, lossless audio, unlockable experiences, and of course, Jam token utility as well. This is very exciting stuff. Listen, I keep telling you guys, focus on applications like this that are giving power to creators and artists, because it might not seem like a big deal, but think about it like this. If you have one artist that has, 18 million listeners on Spotify, for example, all of a sudden they go over to a different platform and they sign an exclusive deal with that platform, and that's the only platform that their users can listen, to them on. Boom, 18 million users immediately, monthly. That's how fast these things change. And also, this is what the platform looks like right now. Very solid. I think that this looks incredible for a Web3, application and a Web3 experience. This looks incredible. So I'm actually very, very excited about this. I think that this is going to be a game changer for Hedera as well. And I also do think that this could be very, very successful in bringing in millions of users. Now, last but not least, I do have to mention the big name, which is Karate Combat. Guys, this is the big one. As a big MMA fan, I watch UFC all the time, love boxing as well. These major sports events, guys, they bring in millions and millions and millions of viewers, fans, the merch, collectibles, things like that, transactions. I'm thinking all transactions in my mind. Back in May, Joe Rogan, host of the largest podcast on earth, 10 million plus listeners per episode, he attended Karate Combat 46. This was one of the biggest events out there. Outside of that, we also have Karate Combat 47. 1.1 million views, guys. Look at the engagement on this. Insane. The post itself had 2.2 million views. And by the way, the entire event, like, it's incredible. The fact that this type of event is around the Web3 space, you can literally pull your phone up. You have Hedera at the center point. You can pull your phone up. You can bet with karate tokens. Like something like this in Web3 is crazy to me. Only on Hedera. Hedera has some of the most high quality, crisp applications, use cases, and so many people just like overlook that. Look at KC48. Again, this one wasn't as big. 4.7 million views though. The post itself got almost 250,000 views, but 4.7 million views. Wild to me. Wild to me. And KC49 is incoming very, very soon. This is join us at Token 2049 next week in Singapore and learn more about how Karate Combat is revolutionizing the world of combat sports for both fighters and fans using Web3. And by the way, I'm going to play this video. I'm hoping that YouTube doesn't mute it, but just in case, I do have a post that I will read after this.
You just got this first ever super unique organization. It's never been done before, and anybody that follows us afterwards essentially is just a shadow.
Karate is one of the biggest sports in the world. It's not even a niche sport. Over 10 million people do karate in the United States. Only 2 million do MMA. And there's no professional league. The professional league has been dominated by the Olympic organization, which is point fighting only. These guys are trained full contact. If you hire them, have them fight in an exciting format, it'll be one of the most exciting sports out there. We had a league that was already working well. There was tons of viewership, tons of interest, but we saw this much larger opportunity in Web3. Web3 has allowed us to engage the fans and do things that we couldn't do with traditional tools. So far, it's been terrific for the fans, and it continues to grow. We're approaching Web3 different than most projects. We're looking for, 10, 20 million fans. And the existing blockchains that we looked at, a lot of the traditional ones don't support that kind of volume. And then once you kind of drill a little bit deeper, obviously we analyzed Hedera versus other options. And at the end of the day, the technology was a big factor. We thought that they're doing incredible things. And all those factors combined led our decision to go with Hedera. I think we're going to see a number of other leagues, emulate some of the things we're doing. We're already seeing a number of leagues reaching out to us about going into up-only gaming, and frankly, I think it looks pretty certain at this point that that'll be a new category within crypto.
So as we think about something like this, right? This is one of the biggest things happening around Web3, and it's not even a question. This quote here, in case YouTube mutes this, from Credible Crypto, speaks volumes. We're looking for 10 to 20 million fans, and the existing blockchains that we looked at, a lot of the traditional ones don't support that kind of volume. And then once you kind of drill a little deeper, obviously we analyzed Hedera versus other options, and at the end of the day, all those factors combined led our decision to go with Hedera. Karate Combat built on Hedera. Next level stuff, guys. This isn't even a question. This is why I strongly believe that Hedera, with all the applications that's building on Hedera, can truly achieve mass adoption. It is a game changer. And this is exactly why I'm betting big on Hedera. It's a big piece of my portfolio. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.